Hey there guys, right then, this is going to be a quick tutorial on how to edit the Hispano Modding containers, whether it's the standard containers, the Titan versions, the flat racks, and any 82 Studio mods that basically have autoloading in them. So let's get started, shall we? So I've got up the Giants website here right now. Obviously, I've just typed in Hispano Modding and it's brought up all their different mods. So this is actually going to work for this container here. Oh, not the green one, I should say. Doop. So the standard containers, the Titan versions, the flat racks, and the standard versions. And like I said, anything by 82 Studios that uses that autoload script. Now, what I do is come in here, we'll download that. I'll give that a second to download. Let me open my download folder. There we go. And it is a really simple error now thing edit to do. Now, if you use any of these packs on a normal map or a modded map, what you'll probably find if you load up your log file, there'll be a load of warnings, and I'll show you exactly why. So if we extract this, and we'll come into here. Right, we'll close that one. We can close that down now, actually. So what it's basically doing is if I come into the XML, it's got this file right here, the file types XML. And what this is actually loading in certain mods products. Now the thing is, I've actually had a look at these mods, and they're actually loading into specific categories or a specific category within the game. Now, you do not actually need all of these right here. You literally just need one line set up. So all I'm going to do is to highlight all of this right here and hit the delete key. And you can do the exact same thing. And we'll just line that up nicely. Now, I do want to keep this little category part, but I'm going to actually rename the category that it's adding. And I'm going to just use a base game palette for this, and I'm going to call it honey, for example, because that's what I've used previously. Now, in this part, this is where you want to add in the palettes that you find don't autoload normally. So you're going to have things like honey, eggs, wool, for example. Just trying to think of a few off the top of my head. Herbicide, and maybe some liquid fertilizer. Let's go with that. Liquid fert. I can never remember how to spell it. Elizer? I believe that's how it's right. Should be right. But anyway, what you can actually do is, as you're going through the game, if you come across a palette that doesn't load into any of these containers or the flat racks or the 82 Studio stuff, you could add it into this category and it should, in theory, take it. Now obviously I'm just going to save that there because that's all I need. But obviously make a note of that new category name that you've created. Obviously I need to make sure that it's honey. So all we have to do is then just close that down. And then what we're going to have to do is edit each of these containers. So I'll just do the one for now. Obviously you can go through all the rest and edit them accordingly. And what you want to do is scroll down the XML to this part right here, so where the fill units are. And as you can see, all of it's actually set up for fill type categories already, so you don't have to worry about changing that. It's everything within those speech marks. Because obviously this is all those categories that basically the 82 Studio script is adding in. Just highlight that, and then delete it. It's that simple. Right, the next part is really simple. So now obviously in game there is loads and loads of different categories that the different items get added to. One of them, which is mainly for your pallet products, is product. And literally all you have to do is type in product and then do a space, and then add in that new category that you did. So obviously I did honey, didn't I? So honey, and that is literally all you need to do. So what I just then do is highlight this part right here. We'll do copy. Go to the next line that has that whole long list of categories. Then do Control F for Freddy. And that's going to pop up your little find box here. Obviously, I'm using Notepad++. If you actually click onto the replace part, it should have exactly what you want already there. Obviously, if it's not, you can just highlight whatever's there and paste that previous one. But then all you literally have to do, because obviously it's got it there correctly, just hit replace all. And as you could see briefly there, it's literally gone through each of those, found it in the XML, and changed each of them to product and honey. That is literally all you have to do. Then just save that. Do that to each of the different containers. I'm actually just going to do that quickly again. So if I come into the second one, and actually, as long as you don't touch anything within this XML, what you can actually do is if you do Control F again, go to the replace and replace all. And as you can see, it's actually gone through and replaced 8 occurrences within this XML. What I'll just do is I'll scroll down to show exactly what's changed again. So you don't actually technically have to scroll right down, but you can just do it that way as well. And that makes life so much easier. So then just save. I might as well do all of them while I'm here. So let's go into the 35. I'm just going to lengthen that one bit. Do Control F again. Go to replace and replace all. And it's done it. Then just save. You're all good. Open the next one. Control F. Go to replace. Replace all. Just replace them. Obviously, if it doesn't replace anything, it won't show red here and you won't be able to save it, so that's a good hint as well. Just hit save, go to the next one. So we're going to the 4045s, go to find and replace, replace then, replace all. Obviously, same thing again, it popped up, 8 occurrences, save, and we'll do the last one. We'll double check to make sure that it is, so Control F for Freddy, go to replace, replace all, 8 occurrences done. We'll save that. Let me just extend that and then just scroll down. And as you can see, wherever those capacities and all that are, oh, I've gone too far down. This should be, actually, so let me do control, oh, I can't do Control F, go away. Righty, where is it? There you go. Took me a moment to find it there, but there you go. You can actually see that it's now changed it to fill type categories product, which is a base game category, and that's where a lot of these mods are actually registered in the palettes to, is the product category. And then obviously that new category of honey that I created. What you can then do is just save that, zip up that whole file again, and you're good to go. So obviously the way I always do it, so I come to the download, I'll just take a copy of the name there, highlight all that, compress to zip. Obviously, depending on what zip program you have, you may have like 7-zip or WinZip or anything like that. Just do the exact same process as you normally do to zip up a folder, and then obviously make sure that the name is exactly the same. Then just take that, put it into your mod folder, and you're good to go. Now, obviously, if you're playing on PV Canyon Crossing, for example, let me just delete that one a sec because I'm going to do one further edit. I'll come back into that fill types category, basically XML that we originally started with. Now, obviously, this is going to be your base game products right there. Now, obviously, I did mention that you can, if you're on a map that has different products, you can actually add it into this category as well. So, for example, if you're playing on PV Canyon Crossing by Mr. Dajnet, obviously that has things like duck egg, cashmere, down, and so on. What you could actually do is, I've actually got a little notepad here from one of my other ones, so let me grab a few products. So we'll grab the duck egg. I wanted to make sure that it was spelt correctly. I've already tested all these out. Coffins. Now, copy that. and we'll paste that into there. So there you go. So obviously we've got those base game products. You could add in seeds as well if you wanted to in between that. But obviously being on PV Canyon Crossing, it does have ducks, so you get duck eggs from it, you get down from it, you've got goats on there, so you get your cashmere, but also you've got those seasonal products spawning in, which is your presents, surfboards, bunnies, coffins, and filled coffins. Now, obviously, doing it this way, it does allow you to upload them into those containers and those flat racks and whatever else is using that scripting for autoloading. It actually removes those pallets off of the map. So when you're transporting the pallets, you're not getting a lot of frame rate drop. So this is definitely the best way, in my opinion, to transport pallets on any map, to be honest. And big huge shout out to obviously Hispano Moddings for coming up with those containers, and obviously the 82 Studios for coming up with this scripting, as it were, for loading into those containers, and obviously his trailer packs. Now obviously that is literally all you have to do for Canyon Crossing. Save that, obviously, zip it up, throw it into your mod folder. Obviously make sure to edit each of those different containers themselves on by Hispano Moddings and such. But for now, guys, that is going to be it. It's just a short little video. Hopefully it's going to help a few of you guys out. But until next time, have a great rest of your day. And yeah, I'll see you again soon, guys. Bye for now.